All right, it's time to hand out some UDFA grades here on Chicago Bears Now. We broke down the initial signings and tryout invites on Sunday, but there's been another signing and several more tryout invites that I want to touch on here on today's show. So we will do that here on Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham, and listen, I got a challenge for you. Now that the draft is over, things slowed down a little bit. Our content doesn't stop. We still bring you guys multiple videos per day, but, every once in a while I'm like, man, what should I talk about today? So how about you guys weigh in? Put your Bears Now video ideas in the comments right now, and the most liked comment gets a video. So if you see someone else like, oh, I would love to watch Harrison break that down, or, oh, I like that video idea, give that comment a like. YouTube lets you do that. And the most liked comment, I'll do that video sometime between now and early next week. So if you want to make that happen, light up the comment section with your video ideas. Most liked video idea comment gets a video. Okay, hand out some grades here. Major Burns, part of this grade is the name. Just kidding. No, I give this one an A. Listen, you play defensive back in the SEC for a couple of years and tests pretty well, which Major Burns did. I like it. And he actually was even more productive in 2023. So he's had a couple of years where he's played quite a bit of football for LSU. Major Burns, a guy who, again, comes from the SEC and at a position where I think maybe there's a shot he could crack the roster, right? Because safety is one of those positions, both short-term and long-term, that there's question marks for the Bears. If Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker are healthy, you feel pretty good about that. But Byard's older, and Brisker has a concussion history at this point. Do you feel good enough about Jonathan Owens and Elijah Hicks? Maybe. I like adding a guy like Major Burns to the mix. We'll see what he can do at rookie minicamp. You see how he tested in the pre-draft process. Well over 8 there. A lot of green in the running categories as well, the 40, the 20-yard split, and the 10-yard split as well. At times a full-time starter, at times a rotation player at LSU, has good size at over 6 foot and 207 pounds, so we'll see what he can do. Power Eckles, as cool as the name is, only going to give this one a C. When you're both undersized and don't test well athletically, it's kind of tough, regardless of what position you're playing. I think we saw that in the draft with a guy like Xavier Restrepo at Miami. Undersized receiver who also runs slow. Kind of tough to make it big in the NFL. It's why he went undrafted. I think it's why Power Eckles went undrafted. Pretty productive college player, but he's under 5'11 and a half, 234, and he tested horribly. You look at the testing. He's not that much different in terms of height and weight than Ruben Hippolyte, but Ruben Hippolyte ran a 4.42. Ruben Hippolyte can fly around. Power Eckles cannot. So uphill battle if you're lacking both in the size and in the athletic testing. But hey, all you got to do is go out there and prove it. We'll see if he's able to. JP Richardson, I'll give this one an A-, maybe a little TCU bias. But I actually do like the signing. I don't know if you have like a true backup slot receiver. I mean, you have Olamide Zaccheaus, but he's more than just like a backup slot. I mean, he's going to play quite a bit. Obviously, you drafted Luther Burden, but Richardson brings experience, production. He also has return ability as well. Tested pretty solidly. Obviously, the red that you see in his RAS score testing, that's just the height and weight for the most part. Like, he ran pretty well, just over 4.5. The short area quickness is there as well. He's got reliable hands. He can be a returner if you want him to. I don't think he's going to make the roster because I think wide receiver's a little crowded, but he's the guy you could put on your practice squad, and if your returner gets hurt, you could elevate him for a game. Or, if he sticks around, maybe next year he's someone who fights for a roster spot. So I like this pickup, and I think he'll turn some heads. Okay, Luke Elkin, long snapper. B? I don't know. Scott Daly was on the street before the Bears signed him last year, so maybe this kid's got a chance to compete with him. I think this is more of you need somebody to long snap at rookie minicamp. We'll see if they keep him on the 90-man roster beyond rookie minicamp, but not going to pretend to provide deep analysis on a UDFA long snapper. Okay, we do have some Colston Loveland jerseys available for pre-order if you want to represent the Rook. He's rocking number 84. Chatsports.com/Loveland. I'm going to pick one up today, pre-order one today. It might take a little while because they got to get these all printed, but pre-order them right now so you can get your spot in line. Chatsports.com/Loveland. I do like adding a kicker, especially a big-legged one. Jonathan Kim out of Michigan State had a 58-yarder 2 years ago, 55-yarder last year. And, sometimes this might feel overrated, but over 6 feet, 226 pounds, not surprised he has a big leg. You look at Cairo Santos, he's about 5'8". So, this is a guy who comes with some more pop. Now, could he be consistently accurate enough? He was 19 of 21 on field goals, did miss a couple extra points, so, that's a minor concern. But I like bringing a big leg kicker into camp. Do I expect Cairo Santos to be the kicker on this team? Yes, but maybe this kid shows enough where you keep him on your practice squad, and maybe he becomes your guy down the road. I have no idea if Jonathan Kim is an NFL reliable kicker, but I know he has a big leg, and I like that idea. Okay, Jade A Walker, A-, the receiver out of Texas A&M. Wasn't crazy productive this year. He had more production last year, but I like his size, and I like his athleticism. Almost 6'3", 200 pounds, runs pretty well. So there's some intrigue for me here as a developmental outside receiver. He's played a lot of ball, again, in the SEC and had some success there. So certainly intrigued by that. The testing was pretty good. Like I said, well over 8 RAS score out of 10. So from an athletic profile standpoint, I think he's got a shot in the NFL. Probably more of a practice squad player, but we'll see if he can develop. Xavier Carlton's my favorite pickup, A+, because he's got size, weight, athletic profile, and production. He's got it all. He's almost 6'6", 273. He had 9 sacks, 11 TFLs. I think he's got position flex, could play edge, kick inside on occasion as well. You'd wish he had a little more power. I think you see in the bench press there to be in the red category for his size. That's probably an indication that he's not the most powerful player. But if you know how to rush the passer, you know how to rush the passer, and he's got the size and the frame to do it. So definitely intrigued by that. He's got long arms as well. So maybe he's a dark horse to make the roster, especially since you're a little thin at the edge position right now. Okay, we're a family here at Bears Now. We got a lot of new members from the draft, and if you've been watching us since the draft or maybe a while now and you just haven't had the courage to hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Here's what I'll say. Hit subscribe. It's free, and set an alarm for a week from now. If you don't like the show, if you haven't enjoyed our content, you can always unsubscribe. Not going to charge a dime. No harm, no foul. You lose out on nothing, but could potentially gain a lot here on Chicago Bears Now. Okay, Tysheim Johnson, the safety out of Oregon. I got to give this one a C. Not athletic, and he's undersized. It's kind of a tough combo. I mean, he probably projects best as like a nickel corner, but I don't think he runs well enough. Maybe he can give you a little juice on special teams, but decent ball production there. 3 picks, 3 breakups as well, but I would be surprised if he stuck around long term. Jereme Robinson, B+. Not the greatest athlete, but he's pretty productive for the Jayhawks the last few years. I think he had 4.5 sacks the year before as well. So 10 sacks over the last couple of seasons. Last year, 5.5 with 9 TFLs. Decent size there, 6'2 1/4, 264. So pretty thick for his height. We'll see what he can do. Okay, Dion Henkins. This is a new one since we brought you the initial list. The running back out of Texas State. I believe he was at UTEP. Before that. Kind of another bruiser bowling ball type. 5'10 1/2, 222. He was much more productive in 23 before last year when he was kind of just a part-time player for Texas State. But you watch his highlights, like he's just bouncing off guys. Now he's playing at a low-level Division I, but tested fairly well, not too bad. I will say the red there, that is in the kind of the quickness categories. That's not ideal, but his straight line speed is pretty solid. So keep an eye on Dion Henkins as a potential practice squad candidate. Maybe he competes with an Ian Wheeler or something like that to be the practice squad running back. Okay, which UDFA has the best chance to make the Bears roster? Drop a name down in the comment section below. Okay, 12 rookie minicamp tryouts in total. We had a few of these the other day, but we'll bang them out real quick. Michael Batten, the linebacker out of Houston. Cole Nelson, the edge out of Virginia Tech. Gio Paez, the defensive tackle out of LSU. Sebastian Perez, the guard out of Eastern Illinois. Vershawn Lee, the interior offensive lineman for South Carolina. Jeremiah Hunter, the receiver out of Washington. Dominic Mazzetti, the tight end out of UMass. Emmett Bowl, the offensive tackle out of Arizona State. I believe he was actually undrafted last year. Sometimes you see like these second, third year UDFA get these rookie minicamp tryouts. Luke Elzingo, a punter out of Oklahoma. Obviously, Torrey Taylor's his team's punter. You need one for rookie minicamp, though. Devin Kirkwood, the corner out of UCLA. Isaiah Green, the corner out of Campbell. And then you guys might be familiar with this one. Thomas Gordon, the tight end out of Northwestern, the most recent tryout invite as well. So there you have it, my UDF signing grades, and then the full list of tryouts. We'll see how all these guys perform at rookie minicamp. Sometimes guys who were just tryouts end up signing, and sometimes guys who signed initially don't perform well and they end up getting cut. Be fascinated to see how it all breaks down. My name is Harrison Graham. We'll have more content soon. Bear down.